Stop just for a moment. You've been moving so fast, thinking so much, fighting so hard, but something deeper is calling you now. Not from outside, but from within. Can you feel it? This isn't pressure. This isn't fear. This is alignment. You are standing in front of something. You don't yet understand, and it's okay not to understand, but it's not okay to ignore it. You've waited long enough. This message isn't a coincidence. You were meant to hear this right now, because everything is about to change, and before it does, you must hear what I'm about to say. Slow down. You don't have to run anymore. You don't have to prove anything. Not to them, not to yourself, not to me. I see how tired your soul is, even when your face smiles. Even when your voice says, I'm okay, I see through it, I see into it, and I'm not turning away. You've carried so much so long, so silently, and now your heart is starting to whisper, is there more than this? Yes, there is, but not in the noise, not in the year rush, not in the next achievement. That's why I'm asking you now. Will you be still with me? Not forever. Just for this moment, because in this moment I want to place my hand on your mind, the part of you that never stops spinning, that never stops worrying, that imagines every worst case outcome before trusting a single good one. I know that part. I've lived with it too. But listen, it doesn't have to lead anymore. Not now. Not here. Take a breath, a real one. Deep, slow present. Do you feel that? That's you. Not the rushing version, not the fearful one, just you. You've been searching, trying, grasping, but what if you already have? What you've been looking for? What if peace doesn't come after the storm, but right here, right now, in the middle of it? You've been conditioned to believe it comes later, after the struggle, after the work, after you're enough, but that was never true. You are enough right now. As you are, as you've always been. The noise will tell you different. The world will shout that you're behind, that you're not doing enough, being enough, moving fast enough. But they don't know what you carry. They don't know your quiet battles, your silent strength. I see it, and I'm still here, still speaking to you, still asking you to pause, because what comes next needs a different. You're not a stronger, you're not a smarter, you're not even a better, you're just a truer. You're the one that got buried under expectations, under pressure, under timelines and fear. That version of you is still here, still breathing, still waiting patiently. You don't need to search. You need to remember. Remember what it felt like to believe in something, to hope without limits, to wake up without dread. You haven't lost that part. You've just been protecting it, shielding it, because the world can be unkind. But you're safe here right now, you're safe. And in that safety, you can begin again. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't need a 5-year plan or a roadmap. You just need this breath and the next one. This isn't weakness, this is return to self, to truth, to stillness. And maybe for the first time in a while, you can let go. Let go of the weight you thought you had to carry. You can set it down right here. No one will take it. You can come back for it later if you must. But for now, just rest. You've done enough. You are enough, and the voice telling you otherwise, it doesn't belong to you. It was borrowed, absorbed, repeated, until it felt like yours, but it's not, your voice. And it's softer, kinder, steadier, and it's coming. Back now, can you hear it? Listen, it says, I am here, I am worthy, I am whole, not someday, now. Breathe that and feel. It say it, mean it. And when doubt comes, and it will, you'll remember this moment, not because it solved everything, but because you stopped. You listened, you returned, and that return is everything. This isn't an ending, it's a doorway, and you're standing at the threshold, not lost, not behind. just ready to begin differently, gently, honestly, without the masks, without the roles, without the fight, not because you've given up, but because you've chosen a new way, the way of alignment, of grace, of listening to yourself, to the whisper, to the call. You're not late, you're not wrong, you're not broken, you're becoming. So let it happen, let it unfold, not with force, but with trust, the same trust that brought you here to these words, to this moment. It wasn't random, you didn't stumble here. You were guided because something inside you knew it was time. Time to hear the truth. Time to stop hiding, time to feel again, so here it is. You are loved, you are seen, you are held even when it doesn't feel that way. Especially then, you don't have to earn rest. You don't have to hustle to be worthy of love. You already are. This is the message, the reminder, the anchor, and when the world gets loud again, when the doubt returns, come back here to this voice, to your voice, the one that says, I am still here. I am not my fear. I am more than what I do, more than what I have, more than what I've lost. I am becoming, and that is enough. So keep breathing, keep returning, keep choosing softness in a world that demands sharp edges. Keep trusting that slow is not weak, that still is not lazy, that rest is not failure, because you are not failing. You're awakening, and awakening takes time. It takes gentleness, it takes courage, but you have all of that and more, not because you're perfect, but because you're real, and real is where the magic lives. So take one more breath and know this moment matters, not because of what comes next, but because you were here, you chose to listen, you chose to be, and that is everything. You haven't missed your moment. This is your moment right now, right here. You are free to begin again, not with pressure, not with fear, but with love. You can let go of the story that hurt you, of the identity that limited you, of the past that defined you. You can forgive yourself, not for failing, but for surviving. You did what you had to do, and now you get to choose again. Choose softness, choose grace, choose trust, not in the world, but in yourself, because that is the most sacred trust of all. So will you stay just a little longer with me, with you, with this stillness? It's not empty, it's full of truth, of healing, of possibility, and you are ready, even if you don't feel it. Especially then, you are ready to return, to remember, to rise. I understand why it's hard. Life has taught you to prepare for the worst. But I am not life. I am greater than what happened. I am deeper than what was lost. Let me show you the truth beneath your fear. Let me reveal the strength beneath your hesitation. You keep wondering if you're behind, if you missed something, if you're too late. You didn't, you haven't, you're right on time. The delay was divine. The detour was protection. The silence wasn't abandonment, it was preparation. You see problems, I see possibilities. You see chaos, I see construction. You see an ending, I see a beginning. But I need you to see it with me. Now, I need you to open your heart again. Even if it trembles, even if it bleeds, you've prayed, you've waited, you've hoped. And now heaven has started moving. Do you hear it? The ground beneath you is shifting. Not to collapse you, but to rebuild you. You're not being broken. You are being reshaped. Every tear was a blueprint. Every sigh was a signal. And I heard them all. You're not forgotten. You're not overlooked. You're not invisible in my eyes. I've been watching, not from a distance, but from right here, closer than your breath, closer than your own thoughts. When you were alone, I was with you. When you were afraid, I held you. when you were numb, I wept with you. And now I'm doing something new. Not tomorrow, not next month. Now, but first I need your heart back. Not perfect, not polished, just open. You don't need to perform for me. You don't need to impress me. You need to trust me. That's all. Because what's coming, you're not ready to carry in your own strength, but you were never meant to. You've asked me for peace. You've asked me for answers. But I've come to give you something greater. Presence. My presence. I am not a voice of panic. I am not the weight of pressure. I am not the one rushing you into fear. I whisper when the world screams. I guide when your mind spins. I remain when everything else fades. You are not failing. You are transitioning. You are not lost. You are being rerouted. And this place you're in now, the waiting, I'm wondering, the stillness. It is not punishment. It is preparation. There are things I'm building inside you, not visible yet, not celebrated yet, but holy, unshakable, sacred. And when the doors begin to open, because they will, you will not walk through them the same. You will walk through healed, whole, restored, ready. The silence you're hearing, it's not emptiness. It's space being made for clarity. The questions you keep asking, they are shaping your heart. They are carving new strength into your soul. You thought this was a delay, but it's design. You thought you were being held back, but you are being held together. Even when you feel undone, even when you feel forgotten, even when you feel small, you are still seen, still known, still loved. Every tear caught, every sigh heard, every silent prayer held close. This moment is not meaningless. Even when you don't understand it, even when it looks like nothing is changing, something is. Deep down, quietly, steadily. You are growing in the unseen. Strength is being born in you. Wisdom is forming. Peace is taking root. Don't run from this season. Let it teach you. Let it shape you. Let it slow you down so you can see more. So you can feel more. So you can be more. You don't have to know the whole plan. Just take the next breath, the next step, the next small act of trust. I'm already here tomorrow. I'm already clearing the path. I'm already holding the answers. You just need to rest today. Breathe in what is. Breathe out what was. Make space for what will be. I am not in the noise. I am not in the rush. I am gentle, the quiet, the calm. I'm in the little moments, the soft ones, the hidden ones. The sun is rising again, the wind brushing your skin, the way your heart still beats even after all it's been through. You've carried so much. You've stood in storms. You've fought battles no one saw. You've questioned. You've doubted. You've almost given up, but you didn't. You're still here, still breathing, still becoming. And that matters more than you know. Healing isn't loud. Transformation isn't always seen. Change doesn't always feel good, but it's happening, and you are not alone in it. I'm right here. In every pause, in every ache, in every breath you take. You think you're behind, but you're actually being aligned. You think you missed it, but you're being moved toward it. All those no's you heard, they weren't rejected, they were redirects. All those delays, they were divine protection. You won't always feel me, but you can always trust me. I am not feeling. I am a foundation. I am with you during the break. And I am with you in the building. With you in the night. And in the light that follows. Keep going. Even slowly. Even quietly. Even if your hands tremble. Keep going. Because forward isn't about speed. It's about intention. It's about faith, and you have that. Even if it feels small, even if it shakes, it's enough. You're enough. Right here. Right now. You don't have to fix everything. You don't have to hold it all together. You just have to be present, honest, open. Let yourself feel. Let yourself rest. Let yourself be met by grace. Because grace isn't just for the perfect. It's for the process. It's for the raw. It's for the real. And you, my child, are deeply real and fully loved. Even in your mess. Even in your doubt. Even on days that feel like too much. My presence does not leave. It does not fade. It does not shift with your emotions. I am steady. I am near. I am faithful. Even when you're not sure. Even when you question everything. So let go of the pressure, the timelines, the expectations. Let go of the need to have it all figured out. You're allowed to not know. You're allowed to be in the middle. Because the middle is where I do some of my best work. It's where I hold you, where I shape you, where I pour in what the next season will need. You don't have to pretend to be strong. You don't have to wear a mask. Let the tears fall. Let the truth rise. You are safe here, with me. You are known in full, and still wanted to, still chosen. I see the parts of you you hide, the fears, the wounds, the questions, and I love you still, fully. Not because of what you do, not because of how much you achieve, but because of who you are, my creation, my delight, my beloved. There is no distance between us. Even when you feel far, you don't have to come up to me. I come down to you. In the mess, in the confusion, in the quiet nights where you can't sleep. I'm there, always. Not angry, not disappointed, just a present, just near, and I'm doing something beautiful in you, even now, especially now. So let this season soften you. Let it teach you surrender. Let it open your heart in new ways. You don't have to run from the unknown. I'm already in it, making it safe, making it sacred. There is more ahead, more joy, more peace, more purpose. But first, let the roots go deep. Let the soil do its quiet work. Because when you bloom, you will not break. You will rise strong. You will rise steadily. And you'll know it was worth it. All of it. The waiting. I'm wondering. The silence. It was never wasted. It was always holy. Because I was in it. And I am in you. And I will never leave unawake. So let me ask you this. Are you listening? Not to the fear, not to the noise, not to the old voices, but to me. Because I'm speaking even now, especially now. Do not brush off the nudges, do not ignore the stirring. That dream that keeps coming back. It's not random. That ache you feel when you think of purpose, it's not imaginary. Those signs you keep seeing. I sent them, that strange peace that follows pain. That was me. I've been calling you. In gentle ways, not with thunder but with tenderness, not with pressure but with presence, because your heart needs healing before it can hold the promise. And I see the cracks, not with disappointment, but with love. You're not behind, you're being made whole. You're not late, you're being made ready. So stop trying to earn what I've already decided You are chosen. You are called. You are enough. Not someday, today. Not after you. Fix yourself now as you are. Yes, there is more to come. Yes, your name has been spoken in heaven. Yes, I have assigned angels to walk with you. But the first door is this one. Stillness, trust. Intimacy. Come closer. Not because you're being forced, but because I miss your voice. Because I miss your stillness. The miracles will come. The promises will unfold. But first, let me hold your heart. Let me quiet your mind. Let me remind you, you're safe, you're seen, you're sacred. No one else has your story. No one else carries your exact flame. And that flame, though it has flickered, is still burning. I placed it there. And no wind can blow it out. No darkness can drown it. No shame can steal it. So lift your head. Even if your arms are tired, even if your hope feels fragile, lift your head and breathe. You are not who life tried to make you. You are who I created you to be. And that identity has not been lost, just hidden, buried beneath survival. But now I'm digging it out. I'm breathing life into it. I'm awakening what was asleep. And child, you will rise again. You will rise again, but not as who you were. You're rising as who you were always meant to be, stronger, softer, wiser, freer. You don't need to chase love. You don't need to earn belonging. You already belong to me. You are not too sensitive. You are deeply attuned. You are not too much. You were simply placed in rooms, too small for your heart. But I'm making room now. Room for your truth, room for your gift, room for your joy. You will no longer need to shrink to survive. You will no longer need to hide to feel safe. I am your shelter. I am your safety. I am your strength. I have seen the betrayals. I have heard the lies spoken. Over you, and I have overturned the verdict. You are not what they said. You are not who they treated you as. You are me, child, and I never misname my children. I call you chosen. I call you radiant. I call you redeemed. I call you mine. Even in your silence, I have heard you. Even in your anger, I have stayed. Even in your doubts, I have remained faithful. There are places in your soul that need more than answers. They need me. And I am here not to lecture, but to love, not to rush, but to restore. So breathe, beloved. You've been rushing toward a destination, but I've been walking with you toward healing. And now the shift begins. The things that once terrified you will lose their power. The people who once manipulated you will lose their influence. The thoughts that once tormented you will quiet in my presence, because I'm speaking louder now, and not even the darkness can drown me out. You've waited, but I need you to know what's coming isn't random. It's response. I respond. To tears, I respond to faith. I respond to the heart that still whispers, yes, even after heartbreak, that's you. So let's rebuild together. Let's start with your soul. The inner space where your dreams live. The hidden garden where your hope still breathes. I'm watering it. Now I'm pulling up old weeds. I'm planting something new. You thought it was over, but I'm just beginning. And yes, the world will see. But first you will feel it. You'll feel joy where there was only numbness. You'll feel clarity where there was only confusion. You'll feel power where there was only weakness. Because I'm breathing in you, and where my breathe is, there is life. Do not be afraid of being seen. Do not be afraid of standing tall. I will make you steady. I will surround you with peace. You are not doing this alone. You never were every time you said, God help me. I moved even when you couldn't see it. So now can you trust that I'm not finished? Can you believe that restoration sometimes different from what you imagine? Sometimes it's slow, but it's sacred. You are sacred, and so is this season. So don't rush out of it. Don't curse the quiet. Don't fight the stillness. Let me do the deep work, the kind that no one else sees, the kind that transforms everything. This is your season of return. Return to yourself. Return to peace. Return to me. Because what's ahead will demand the healed version of you. And that version is forming now. Not in the crowd, not in the noise, but here in the silence. So sit with me, even if only for a moment. Let me remind you, you are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not broken beyond. Repair you are becoming. And when the time is right, what I've planted will bloom. What I've promised will rise. What I've whispered will shout. But for now, let it be enough to breathe. Let it be enough to rest. Let it be enough to feel me near, because I am near. And I will not leave. Not when it's messy. Not when it's quiet. Not when it hurts. I stay always. This is love, not based on performance. Not earned through perfection, freely given, fully yours. So slow down, my child. You are not late. You are not lost. You are not alone. You are exactly where grace meets you. Right here, right now. Say this aloud, if you can. I trust the timing of heaven. I release the pressure to rush. I allow myself to heal. Type still in the comments if your heart is saying yes. Lethe Evans, see your agreement, because something is awakening in you. Not because you tried harder, but because you trusted deeper. You are safe to rest. You are safe to hope again. You are safe to feel joy again, because I will carry you from this stillness into the promise. And this time, you will not break. You will rise. I'm here, and I'm not leaving. Now rest. Now breathe. Now believe. Now rest. Now breathe. Now believe. Let every breath remind you. You are alive for a reason. You are not just surviving. You are being prepared. There are days coming that will carry answers to prayers you forgot. You prayed. There are moments ahead where joy will overtake you. Suddenly, where laughter will break through the tears. You haven't missed your miracle. You've been moved into position for it. Every delay had a purpose. Every detour was divine. Even the doors that slammed shut were shielding you from destruction. You asked me for clarity, so I cleared the path. Even if that meant removing people who couldn't go where I'm taking you. You may have felt rejected, but I was protecting. You may have felt alone, but I was aligning. You may have felt broken, but I was building, and now it's almost time. Don't rush the last few moments of preparation, because what's next? Issachar, I'm not just giving you a breakthrough, I'm giving you peace. I'm not just giving you provision, I'm giving you wisdom to carry it well. I'm not just giving you influence, I'm giving you depth. Because what I'm releasing requires more than image, it requires substance. And you, my child, are becoming substantial. You used to chase people, now they will be drawn to your light. You used to seek validation, now you will speak with divine confidence. You used to hide your gift, now I am calling it forward. No more shrinking, no more second guessing, no more apologizing for being anointed. You are not arrogant, you are appointed. You are not dramatic, you are discerning. You are not selfish, you are healing. And this healing is not weakness, it's warfare. You're wearing against every lie that said you weren't good enough. You're standing against every spirit that tried to silence your voice. You're breaking through every chain that tried to trap your heart, and heaven is watching. Angels are cheering. Even now, they are fighting on your behalf. The heaviness you feel isn't punishment. It's the tension before the shift, because something is shifting in the unseen, in your name, in your favor. Where you were once overlooked, you will now be seen with clarity. Where you were once underestimated, you will now be honored. Not because you demanded it, but because you endured. You stayed soft in a hard world. You stayed kind while others were cruel. You stayed faithful when you had every reason to give up. And now your reward is near. But don't let the reward distract you from the real gift. The real gift is me. My presence, my nearness, my love that never leaves. Even if the doors open slowly, walk with reverence. Even if the crowd is silent, walk with confidence. You are not walking in alone. You are walking in covered. You are walking in appointed. You are walking in cento. The attacks you survived were proof of what's on your life. The weight you carried was a sign of what you're being trusted with. So now take one more breath and receive this truth. You are no longer in survival. You are in sacred transition. This is holy ground where the past loses its grip and the future opens wide. I'm not just restoring you, I'm expanding you. You'll speak what used to scare you. You'll stand in rooms you once felt too small for. You'll lead with the same heart that was once overlooked. Because I've prepared you in private for what you'll carry in public, and every scar. It will speak not of pain, but of power. People will look at you and see me. They will ask how you did it. You will say, I didn't, God did. You won't need to defend yourself. Your glow will speak for you. You won't need to beg. Favor will find you. You won't need to chase. What's yours is on the way, so slow down. Let me lead. Let me place. Let me line. And when it comes, you'll know it was me. You won't need to force it. You won't need to fake it. You won't need to fight for it. Because peace will go before it. Joy will surround it. My fingerprints will be all over it. Say this aloud, if you feel it in your soul. I trust what's unfolding. I release what's not mine. I receive what is divinely for me. And if your spirit agrees, type the word trust in the comments. Let the heavens see your yes. Because my child, you are not just passing through life anymore. You are about to participate in destiny. And I will not let you miss it. I will not let you fall back into fear. I will not let you waste what I've placed in you. You are sealed. You are seen. You are safe. Let the world be loud. Let the chaos swirl. You stay rooted. Rooted in love. Rooted in peace. Rooted in me. This is not the end of your story. It is the sacred beginning. Watch what I do next. But for now, just breathe, just believe, just rest, because I'm already moving and everything is about to change.